Hello guys and welcome back. I hope you're all well. And welcome back to another video, and this time we're going to be talking about massage guns. And in particular these ones. In this box there are 5 different massage guns, all supplied from Amazon. Now each of these massage guns was under £50. That's probably about $60–70, something like that. But I suspect you could probably get them for around $50 in the United States, or in maybe a few more dollars in Canada. But anyway, that's the point of the video. We're going to take a look at these 5 massage guns and we're going to decide which of these 5 is the best. Okay guys, well as you can see we'll have the boxes opened. We'll have the plastic wrapping taken off each of the massage guns just so you can see what's in the box. And forgive these cardboard boxes, I've just put them to cover the white parts of these 2 boxes. It's just it was playing havoc with my camera. This is what you get in the box if you were to order any of these from Amazon. So what I'll do is I'll just go through each of them now very quickly. Quick description of what's in the box and we'll take it from there. First of all, the Tamda, I think this is called. I'll try and move that away from the box. So this is what's in the box of the Tamda. You've got lots of adapters for your massage. You've got a power adapter and you've got quite a nice case. Doesn't have any writing on it, but that doesn't really matter. This is the Tamda. Okay, over to the Wilteo. I don't know how you pronounce that, but you've got not quite so many, a similar number maybe, of adapters in the box. You've got a power supply, but you do not have a nice black case to carry it in it. There's no carry case for this one. Up here to the Nansiggy, well, I don't know. Once again, some strange name that I can't pronounce. Not quite so many adapters in the box. We have a power cable, but we do not have a power supply with this one. So hopefully this one is especially good, because if it's not, it's got no power supply and it's got no case, no carry case. So yeah, this one's going to need to perform well to do well in this comparison test. Over here we've got the Airline, something like that, which comes in a nice case. It has some spare seals for the adapters. It has 6 of the adapters and a power cable, but once again no mains adapter, so you have to supply your own mains adapter for this, just a mobile phone charger type thing. And over here, last but not least, we've got the Aldom. Comes in a nice case, has 6 adapters, has a couple of spare seals, and has a power supply. So what we'll do now is we'll get them on the bench and get the camera set up, and then we'll just go through them one by one, try them, see what we think, and well, we'll let you know. Right guys, now we're going to measure the weight of each of these massage guns. So we'll just turn this on. And we'll start with the cheapest of them, the Nansiggy, and that is 790 grams. Wilteo, 837 grams. The Tamda, which like I said before has no branding on it whatsoever, 830 grams. The Airline is 893 grams, and the Aldom is 930 grams. This is the heaviest of them all. Now I weighed each of those with probably the most common attachment, the ball fitted, so now you have a good idea as to what weight these things are. And you can see I have fairly large hands. They all have a pretty big handle as well, so if you've got very small hands you might struggle to get them around any of these, to be honest. So at the point where you're going to be gripping it, This one has a circumference of just under 16 centimeters. Diameter is 49.2 or 1.937 in old money. Well tail. It has a circumference of just under 16 centimeters. Diameter 48.9 or 1.925. Nansiggy. A circumference of just over 15 centimeters. A diameter of 48.5, 1.909. Airline. Now I must admit this one feels the biggest in the hand. There's plenty of girth. This one, oh, wow, 17 centimeters diameter, circumference, sorry. That is 2 inches or 52 millimeters. If you've got small hands, you do not want this one. And the Aldom. Like I said before, this is the only one has some kind of a textured surface on the handle. Let's see what we're getting. It's quite a big handle too. It's 16.5 circumference and 52 centimeters, give or take. If the size of the handle is important to you, you probably don't want this one or the airline. You definitely don't want it. But if you've got reasonably big hands like I have, then this is perfectly okay. If your hands are smaller, you might want one of the others. Another measurement that some people talk about is the distance that it pushes in and out. And this one, as you can see, that's it all the way out, and that's it all the way in. So what we can do is we could put that in there. Let's do it the right way up. We could put that in there. Measure the distance out to the ball when it's all the way in. 0 or a meter. So it's not at 0. Pull it out and measure again. And this one, which is the Welltail, we're getting I would say about 6.8 mil, 6.8 millimeters. All the way in, 0 that, and measure. It's about 6.6, give or take. Our least favourite so far, the Nansiggy. I'm sure I could use a better system than this, but it'll give a reasonable indication. Okay, so that's 0. Pull it out. 6.5, give or take. So they all seem to be of a similar sort of distance to push them out, push the ball out. 0 that. Pull it out. Yeah, it's about 6.5. And last, hopefully not least, I'll go with this one. Maybe slightly more, maybe 6.8. So yeah, about 6.8. So they're all about the same in terms of the throw, how far they throw the ball out. The big difference is that some of them can throw it out with a bit more pressure than others. Now all of that obviously is not scientific, but reasonably close, not a million miles away. What I want to try and do now is to try and figure out which of these guns is the most powerful. And by that what I mean is how much force it takes for me pushing down on it before it actually stops the ball from moving in and out. So what I plan to do, and what I'll try and do here, is turn each of them on, put them up to full power, and then push down on the scales, bathroom scales, and just see how many kilograms force it takes before the ball stops moving. Now this is not going to be perfectly scientific, but it's going to give us a fair indication of which are the weaker ones and which are the more powerful ones. So we'll turn this one on. Turn this one on, and then turn it up. You can see it starting to vibrate, and it maxes out at 30. And we'll push down and see what we get. I would put that down to being around 6.5 kilograms pressure. This is the Tamda, although it's not actually labelled anywhere, but it's sold by Tamda. So turn it on and turn it up. This one only goes up to 20. Not that really means very much, but that was a lot more. That was a lot more that time. I would say that was just over 11 that maxed out at. Next we'll do the Welteo. Turn it on. Okay, up to 30. That's strange. One time maxed out at 11 or 12 kilograms, the next time at 6 kilograms. So it seems to be that if it stopped once, then it takes a wee while to get going again. Yeah. Seems to be a bit variable, that one. Right, this time we'll do the airline one. Turn on the bottom and turn it up. This one's particularly annoying because you have to keep hitting the button every time to turn it up. Which is fine if you're only putting it up to 1, but if you're putting it up to 20, it's a pain. Okay. 5. Not even 5. Wow, that's not good. That was about 5 kilograms. So last but not least, we'll go with the Eldom. Turn it on. For some reason this has another power button here, and then we'll turn it up. Not sure why it seems to need 2 power buttons. Okay. That seems to be about 11 or 12. So there was a couple there that were all the way up to 11 or 12, and some that were very low and only 5 or 6. So now we're going to go through each of them in turn and just give them a try, see what they're like. This is the one that was probably one of the weaker ones in the pressure test. So I'm going to give them a try and see what we think. And this is the one that doesn't have a switch on the bottom. It just has a power button here which you have to hold in for 2 or 3 seconds, and then you can turn it on, turn up the vibration speed. This one goes up to a maximum of 30. So we'll go 3/4 of the way, we'll come down to 20. And we'll give that a go. Right. Oh. Guys, that's not very good. I can push against that and it just stops. How is that supposed to massage you if it just stops when you're pushing against it? That's no good at all. Guys, it may be the cheapest of the bunch, but that's useless. I'm sorry guys, but that's just plain useless. If you're a very small, very light girl and you want a massage gun, you don't want it to, you're not going to be pushing too hard anyway, maybe it's okay for you. But if you're a bloke, any size of a guy, forget it. That's no good. And here we have the Welteo. Turn it on. Yeah. Go to 20, which is 3/4. It's kind of rattly and noisy. Definitely the noisiest of the bunch. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I would say power-wise, very similar to the Tamda. So definitely not bad. Erling. Turn it on. Very fat handle. That's one thing. It feels very big in your hand. And this is the one that has the horrible interface where you have to keep pushing the button all the time to get it to go up. I can't remember. I think it only goes up to 20. Yeah, it does. Put it back down to 15. Quite noisy too. There's a bit of a rattle in there. See how it goes. Well, it seems to be powerful enough. It's not too bad. I don't think it's as good as the others. But no. Not quite as good as the others. It has a very fat handle. It's a bit noisy. It does come with a carry case, but it does not come with a power supply. Yeah. Okay guys, well this is the Aldom. And I'll just turn it on. I'll turn it up to... I keep doing that. For some reason, this thing has a power switch down here and a power switch here. Why? I have no idea. Also, the battery level is up here. Why does it only go up to 9? I don't understand. The other ones nearly all go up to 99, so that's a bit peculiar. But anyway, let's turn it on. We'll bring it up to 20, which is 3/4 of full. And we'll give that a try. Ooh! Wow! I would say it's a bit noisy, but it's also I think it's by a long way the most powerful. Do you hear that? Whenever I push down, it actually seems to speed up the vibration. It doesn't slow down as I push harder on it, it actually speeds up. So there must be some sort of intelligence inside this thing that can detect when it's under stress and actually put more power into the motor to try and maintain the speed of the vibration. But it doesn't actually maintain it, it actually increases it. Oh! Oh, right. That's quite interesting. I would say that this is way more powerful than any of the others, simply because it does that. The other ones all, as you put more pressure on them, they all seem to slow down, whereas this one seems to actually increase the rate of the vibration as you push on it. So like I say, there must be some kind of intelligence in there to achieve that. But yeah, that's interesting. That one definitely gives you the a better massage in the likes of your thighs or in your buttocks, somewhere where you need to press fairly hard. So yeah, definitely that's the most powerful. And this is the Tamda. To 3/4. Wow, that's very quiet. I would say that is by far the quietest of all of the ones I've tested. And it is powerful, there's no question it's powerful, but it's not as powerful as the Aldom. It tries to maintain the speed, but it doesn't try to increase the speed like the Aldom does. It's almost like with the Aldom, the harder you push, the harder it massages you, which I guess is what you want. So yeah, very good. That's it. That is actually a really, really good one. The only issue I can see with this is you can actually watch the battery level falling in it. So I'm not sure how long that one would last. Possibly half an hour, 40 minutes. At that sort of level, I don't think you would get much longer than that. Okay guys, I've gone through all of these massage guns. I've looked at them all, I've measured them all, weighed them all, and these are my conclusions. In 5th place comes the Nansiggy. And it's in 5th place because it is by far the least powerful. In fact, it's almost useless. It's so lacking in power. I think it was cheap, but that's the only thing it has going for it. It doesn't have a power supply. It doesn't have a carry case. It is a little bit awkward because it doesn't have the power switch underneath. It's a little bit awkward to use. You have to hold that button in for 3 or 4 seconds, and then it works okay after that, but I don't know. Yeah, don't like it. Feels cheap in the hand, looks cheap, very lightweight, so I suspect not high quality components inside. Yeah, it's cheap for a reason, guys. Unless money is your major criteria, or weight, or thinner handle, don't bother. In 4th place is the Airline. This one I'm putting in 4th because it's very fat, so you need to have big hands to be able to hold it comfortably. The interface is awkward. I really don't like having to hit the button each time to turn up to increment the number or decrement the number. Is that the right term? Yeah, every time you want to turn up, you have to go like that. You can't just hold the button down. If you do, it turns itself off for no reason. So yeah, awkward interface, fat handle, not quite as powerful as the other two in front of it, the other 3 in front, relatively heavy, no power supply. So for all those reasons, I'm making this one in 4th place. And in 3rd place comes the Welteo. This isn't a bad massage gun, and if you bought this one, you probably would be happy enough with it. The reason I'm putting it in 3rd place are it's noisy. It's slightly less powerful than the Tamda and a fair bit less powerful than the Eldom. It doesn't come with a carry case. But other than that, it's quite a nice wee massage gun. Yeah, if you bought this one, you probably would be very happy with it. I don't think you would complain. But in this particular situation, we have 2 that are slightly better in front of it. So the winner of this test is going to be between these 2 guys, the Aldom and the Tamda. Be nice if there was a brand name on it somewhere, but I guess the guys who were selling this particular one thought it was more important to supply extra parts with it and a case, and I can't really argue with that. So which of these 2 is the best? This one is heavier, it's got a fatter handle, it's bigger, but it's more powerful. This one is lighter, slightly less powerful, nice and, well, it's relatively small, it's a good bit smaller than this one, so it's more convenient to use. It has a slightly more sensible interface. The differences between these, I'm actually struggling to decide which of the two of them I'm going to keep. For me, I think this would be better, but I also know that my daughter is wanting one and this might be better for her. So for a lady, this is better. For a gentleman, this is better. I think I'm going to keep them both. I actually believe that that is the best outcome, or the best way of deciding which of these two to keep, is just to keep them both. This is quieter, smaller, neater, more comfortable to hold, more powerful, gives a slightly stronger massage. Yeah. I think the winner of this head-to-head, guys, is going to be both of these. Equal first. Now there's a thought. Right guys, I hope this has been of help and you've learned something here. I certainly have. Not all massage guns are born equal. Some are more equal than others. So anyway, thank you for watching and bye for now.